Okay, I'm here with Pablo and Robin from Dutch band Dewolff.
Yeah.
And welcome to Australia. It's your first time here.
Thank you. Yeah, it's been amazing. We've been here for 4 days now. We've been in Sydney and Melbourne. I think I like Melbourne more.
Yeah.
I don't know what you think about that.
Sydney, you said to the people you liked Sydney more.
Yeah, but then I've never been to Melbourne before.
Oh yeah. Okay.
I do always wonder that because, you know, you go to concerts and everyone's like, oh, Melbourne, you guys have been the best ever. And I'm like, do people just say that in every state just to make you feel better?
I don't know. I think we can only answer that after we've played in Melbourne, right?
Well, you guys are yet to actually play a show as well.
Yeah. Yeah, we haven't done any real show, just promotion and acoustic sessions. And our first show is going to be in Brisbane.
Yeah.
So I'm really looking forward to it.
Well, Brisbane's great. You know what? Actually, Brisbane is a lot like Melbourne. I think you'll really like it. And the music fans up there are awesome. So I think you'll have a great first show.
Well,
So
looking forward to it.
anyway, tell us about the name Dewolff, obviously, because you guys are Dutch. Does that mean anything in your language that we don't know about?
It would mean anything in our language if it only would have one F, but with a double F, it's kind of like another thing. But it means the wolf, like it would mean the wolf in the Australian or English.
Cool.
But the name comes from sorry, I have a very bad cold. The name comes from we started playing in 2007. We just started jamming, and after a few jams, we decided we were going to be a band, and we had to have a name. So we kind of made up the Wolf because we were watching Pulp Fiction at the time, the movie, and there's this character in the movie that is called Mr. Wolf, and they also call him the Wolf. So when he says, "I'm gonna call him the Wolf," and we figured that would be a really cool band name, but with 2 capitals and a double F. I don't know why we did that. Kind of looked cool, I think. That's the reason.
Well, that's good branding. The
Yeah.
Wolf is cool as well. He's a cool character. Going back to you guys jamming way back in 2007, how old were you? You must have been pretty young at that point.
Oh yeah, I think I was 17 and Luca was 12 or 13 and you were 16, something like that. Yeah, we started jamming and their parents, they digged a basement underneath their garden and it was for jamming purposes and musical purposes because their father was also playing in a band. And then Pablo and Luca asked me to come and jam with them. They had this small keyboard and we started like really energetic jamming and we thought, wow, this is really cool. We should do that more often. And eventually there was this first gig at a jam session. I really remember it well. We played our first song. We still play it, I think, every gig. Or the first song we have ever written.
What's your first song?
It's a Golden Seaweed.
Okay, and is it still very similar to way back then? Or have you changed? Has it grown with you guys?
We didn't have any lyrics to the song yet on the first show, I think. I just made something up.
Yeah.
It's called Song in G. That's what it was called back then.
Yeah, that's what it was called. Probably that's why, the song title now, Golden Seaweed, also starts with a G. Yeah. Maybe it's because of that.
And how much do you guys think you've grown as a band?
I think a lot, like musically or, technically, our instruments, we control our instruments more. And also, if you play for a long time with the same guys, you feel each other on stage also. And it's very important in our music when you want to try something different on stage, you can't talk to each other like, all right, now we're going to do this, now we're going to do that. So you have to look at each other and feel what one is going to do and then respond on that. So I think that is something that has really grown over the years. Yeah.
Sometimes I see bands and they're talking to each other during the show. Yeah. That's impossible. I tried it a few times, but it's just too loud on stage. I can't hear myself.
It's like
I don't even know what I'm saying.
me neither. I just nod and smile.
So you guys should have like a little Dewolff sign language. That you can.
Well,
probably
both
just do
of
it
my
with your
hands are
eyes.
kind of occupied by the guitar and Robin's.
True.
Also
So maybe
busy.
we should try feet language.
Yeah.
Or like
that's a good
eyebrow things, like one
Yeah,
up.
two eyebrows up. Stop it.
Yeah. Louder. That's really
Also,
cool.
I also wanted to say something serious about the question, but I forgot it.
Like how we've grown as a band.
Oh yeah, we also kind of found a way to.
Not just your hair. as well.
Yeah, well, that my hair grew too, you know. But we also, you know, in the beginning when you start, it's kind of you're kind of shy, and we were very young, so we were doing our very best, you know, in the songs. But in between the songs, there was kind of a gap always. And now we've also found a way to like bring that energy to the audience like all the time.
Yeah. So the banter's not so weird anymore. It's not as awkward as it maybe was back then.
The what?
The banter in between songs.
Banter, I never
Yeah.
heard that word.
Banther?
Yeah.
Oh, so
It's like a panther, but bigger.
a panther.
Big
Yeah.
panther.
That's
Badass panther.
So, you know, like, you know, when you guys talk to the audience in between songs and stuff like that, we call it like stage banter here. What do you call it in between the songs?
Do we have a word for that?
I don't think so.
I think it used to be the awkward silence. Not anymore. So we haven't found a new word for it yet.
Anyway, you guys have played some really big festivals through Europe and stuff as well. What have been some of your favourite moments from, or festivals out of the ones you've played?
Well, I think, yeah, we've played at really big festivals like, you know, Siget in Hungary. It's a really big festival. It's
Okay.
like 7 days, and I don't
7
know.
days?
Yeah, it's a really long festival, and people travel from all over Europe in trains, like festival trains, to go to the festival. It's really cool, and there was a really big audience, and yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. We never played in Hungary before that show, and afterwards either. But we didn't know what to expect. We were at a pretty big stage, a 10,000 capacity tent, I think it was, and we were like, oh, I hope there will be about like 1,000 people showing up. That would be nice. And then when we came on stage, the tent was absolutely packed, and there were like, I think more than 10,000 people. There were also people standing outside, and we were like, what the?
It was even before when we were getting dressed. Then we heard a lot of rumble and a lot of noise, and we thought, all right, the other party tent is really freaking out. But it was all the people that were
It was for
getting
you
into
guys.
the tent. Yeah.
Were they
So it was
like
like,
chanting
what?
Dewolff?
Yeah, because in between the shows, they closed the tent, so everybody had to get out. And then when they opened it, everybody was like running in, like, wow! It was like
They all wanted to be in the
invasion.
first line.
Wow, and were you guys just standing sort of side of stage watching this?
No, we didn't see it.
You
That
didn't
was like the surprise thing. We came on stage, and that was when we saw all these people standing there.
Wow.
It's really incredible. And we also played the Lowlands Festival back home in Holland.
Yeah.
That was really cool too.
I've
because
seen
we
some footage from that actually.
Yeah, we played like the main stage.
Yeah.
So that was, you know, I went to that festival a couple of times before we played there, and I was like, oh, if only one day we could play here. And then I was in the small tent, and then now we were standing in the big.
Oh, that's amazing. And, you know, there's lots of other festivals outside of Europe. Of the festivals you haven't played, where would you like to play most?
I love to play in Glastonbury.
Yep.
And I think
There's also one in Australia, right? Big Day Out.
Oh, yeah, cool.
Yeah,
There you go,
that
Big
would be
Day Out.
awesome.
Dewolff next year.
Yeah, or South by Southwest or Roskilde. I
Yeah.
think that's also really cool. There are still a lot of festivals that we really want to do, but we'll get there.
Yeah, cool. And I've been stalking you guys on Facebook and Twitter and your website. I saw that you've been given a van from Converse.
Yeah,
recently.
it's really nice, isn't
That's
it?
really cool. So what sort of features are inside that?
It's got a hot tub, I think, and the coolest feature is that we're on the side of the van.
That's really cool as
Yeah.
well. It's
So-
kind of like
Very funny when we travel like to Germany. When we're touring through Germany, mostly we also travel in that van, and then we step out at a gas station,
and you're all
and
standing
everybody's
next
like,
to it.
huh? They see us and they see the van, and we're like, there's like super
They
sized
must be
us.
they must be famous, I think.
That's awesome. And the other thing too, Pablo, is that you're helping design a fuzz pedal. Is that true?
Yeah. There's a pedal a guy who builds pedals in Holland. He built some awesome stuff, and I'm using a few of his pedals. Really crazy stuff, actually. If you press, it's like the end of the world. It's like and I got in touch with him. He sent me that pedal, and then I got in touch with him, and we figured it might be nice if I could have my signature pedal. So he's working on that now. He made 2 prototypes, but you know.
What's it going to be called?
It's called the Jizz Face Fuzzbox. with fuzz, not with a U, but with an O with 2 dots on it.
Oh, cool, cool.
Yeah.
So, because how many? I mean, you guys are pretty crazy sounds going on. How many pedals have you got on your board?
I know I got pretty like normal pedals on
Yeah.
my board.
Gas pedal,
a gas
brakes.
pedal, brake. No, I really like fuzz pedals, so I got 3 fuzzes on my board, and then like a booster pedal, so that's not much, and a wah-wah.
Oh, well, that's all right. So you don't have a massive board of like
No,
20
I
different pedals.
like kind of the natural sound of a tube amplifier, and then the fuzzes are really cool, but I don't like these. Nah. Not
If
too
you
much.
if you need that much pedals to sound cool, then maybe you've got the wrong amplifier or the wrong guitar, or you just can't play.
Clever.
Yeah. But what do I know? I don't play guitar.
And like you guys have got a few videos and stuff as well. Are you part of the creative process for all that as well?
The videos, not really.
Yeah.
We wanted to work because we don't know a lot about videos. We do our own mixing and you know the
Yeah.
producing part of the albums, but we don't know a lot about videos. So we decided to just work together with someone that we can trust.
Yeah.
And he made this first video for "Don't You Go Up the Sky," and it was really awesome. And then we decided we also let him make the second video for "Evil in the Midnight Sun,"
Yeah.
and that was even more awesome. He spent like half a year painting it by hand, like drawing all the images,
Wow.
and then it got together in this awesome video clip.
Yeah, that's really cool.
But Luca actually designed the first 2 covers
Did
of
he?
the albums.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow, that's cool.
So he just drawed it all by himself, and then it became the album cover.
Oh, that's
It was
awesome.
really cool.
That's
Yeah.
really cool. And going back to like the production thing, is there like a producer that you guys would love to work with in the future, like, or look at collaborating with?
Well, I love Jonathan Wilson. He's an American guy. He produces a lot of albums by. Now he's producing an album by Graham and Nash.
I think Crosby.
Crosby and Nash.
Yep.
And some, a lot of other guys. And he also made an album himself, and it sounds really awesome. It would be awesome to work with him someday. But right now, we're still very inspired doing it ourselves.
Yeah, cool.
That's really fun to do. And we've got our own studio now, analog studio.
It's in that same basement cellar kind of thing underneath
Where it
the
all
garden.
started. Is there a name for the studio?
Electrosaurus Southern Sound Studio.
Well, say that again.
Electrosaurus Southern Sound Studio.
Okay, does it Electrosaurus?
Yeah,
As in
like SAR, but like a dinosaur,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
with
yeah, like
US behind it,
Oh,
because that's
cool.
like the Dutch word for dinosaur is dinosaurus.
Oh wow. Okay, I'm
Yeah.
getting like language lessons here. This is awesome.
You're welcome.
Really cool.
So do we, like Bantha.
Yeah, the Panther. That's awesome. And what do you guys prefer? Obviously, you love the creative process of recording and stuff. Do you prefer to be playing live shows, or do you really like being in the studio better?
I think it's both really cool to do, but if
Yeah.
I had to choose, I would choose playing live.
Yeah, because that gives you a lot of energy. Because in the studio, it's also a lot of fun in the studio. But always after like a week, everybody's getting like a bit tired of it, and it's more like, okay, yeah, let's do it. And then you have to, have some days off, like 1 or 2 days off, and do it and go back inside the studio again to keep the energy there. And playing live, it's like it gives you energy all the time.
Yeah. That's cool, because I read there's a Rolling Stone quote going around that says Europe's must-see live band.
Yeah, I
about
heard
you
that
guys.
too.
So it sounds like you've worked really hard, and what you do and love is showing to other people, which is really cool.
Yeah, that's right. And also live we can do a lot more with the music. We
Yeah.
can take it to a higher level. That's what I really like about playing live.
Brilliant, cool. Well, the other thing I saw on your little Facebooks and stuff is koalas. Where did you guys get to catch up with the koala?
Yeah, we went to the wildlife thing in Sydney with the koalas. It was named Sid, after Sydney,
Yeah.
of course. It was kind of fun. But we actually also saw a crocodile,
Did you?
like a really big one. I've never
5
seen.
meters.
Yeah, 5 meters. It was the fifth biggest of Australia.
Yeah, right. Was that in the same park in
Yeah.
Sydney? Oh,
He
cool.
was. Oh man, that was so
we went
big.
on his back and like got to ride him for.
I had this one photo with my hat between his jaws.
Oh, I didn't see that one on your Facebook.
No, it was really bloody. So I wouldn't want to wear them with my parents.
That's brilliant. Anyway, we've got to wrap things up. But what have you guys got planned for the rest of 2013 after Australia?
We're playing in Holland again in April and May, I think. Then the festival season starts, and we're also doing some dates in Germany again, and probably Italy.
Yeah.
We've been playing a lot in Italy last year. It's really nice. It's a really nice country to visit and play. So that's what we're gonna do,
Yeah.
and we're
Some more
gonna
writing
record
and recording.
our next album in 2013. It's 2013 now.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna record some new stuff.
Cool. Awesome. Well, thanks for your time today.
Thank you.
No worries.
Cool. That was really good.